on the umps.
I'm just going to dwell on that, the opportunities that England are way behind on first innings, but looking at the first innings performance, if you bowl a team out for 326 after they've batted first on a good pitch, I think you've done okay, but the opportunities were there.
And that's what's got to keep England going. You only need to bowl a side out cheaply once to win a test match. They've got to believe we go out there and bowl them out for 150, we're still in this game. That's the only belief you can have. If they start getting too... So they've got to go out there with the belief that we had our chances in the first innings. They got 3 number 11s, 9, 10, 11. They've got a captain out, a Nick. We've got to bowl them out. Simple as that. Put to bed this slow start to Test series. A number of Test series, the first game they have lost. There's a chance in this session to go out there and play positive cricket and try and get back in the game.
Do you agree that I'm thinking about the slips? That on a quicker pitch, and this is a much quicker pitch, and there's good carry to the keeper, so therefore your wicket keeper and your slips are deeper, so there's more time for the ball to travel, therefore you're going to cover more distance. It's no accident that lots of our colleagues here in the commentary box are saying that England are too narrow at slip. You can cover a vast more space on a pitch that's got good carry.
It'll be interesting to see if they do change, especially when you're someone like Ben Stokes. Give yourself chance for brilliance. He is so good, as we saw, you were commentating on it, that catch off Stuart Broad at Trent Bridge, that diving catch. Give yourself chance for that brilliant dive. Interesting to see if they have gone a fraction wider. Anyway, it was put down and England have to go again, find a way of getting 9 wickets. Azhar Ali still on a pair. Did you ever bag them, Bumble? That was a long time ago. How many pairs would you have got?
Just the 4. Straight away, I bagged them on my debut here at Old Trafford. I bagged them in my first Roses match somewhere. Bagged them in a test trial. That didn't do me a lot of good.
Did you get in after the trial?
No, I didn't get in. And then I bagged them in a county match run out.
Bagged them in a test match at West Indies. The Oval, no worse a feeling. Never bagged a pair. Is he off the pair? He is, with a nice punch down the ground. We'll get him a boundary. A sigh of relief.
It's a push shot through mid-off and a scamper. Gets it past Jimmy Anderson. It's just a push.
Broad, meticulous. That is a drive ball. Was a floaty drive, half volley. It's been put away, back-to-back boundaries. keep you going. Maybe not so much at the moment, but in the future test matches. Abbas 9, Afridi 10, Shah 11, Naseem Shah. Old-fashioned scorecard, that. Batsmen get you the runs. The best keeper, a leg spinner, 3 frontline fast bowlers.
Written media, they're up at the top of the old pavilion. Terrific vantage point. They're up at the top of the old pavilion. Get your camera out, Gareth. Vantage point, that's it, go on.
Go on, Gareth.
They're up at the top of the old pavilion. Get your camera out, Gareth. Vantage point, that's it, go on.
8 from the over, 28 for 1.
They're up at the top of the old pavilion. Get your camera out, Gareth. Vantage point, that's it, go on.
8 from the over, 28 for 1.
They're up at the top of the same two, Anderson and Broad.
8 from the over, 28 for 1.
The same two,
Maybe not, so. The Archer just going down and getting his hands dry. 28 for 1. A spell from Jofra Archer from the Jimmy Anderson end. Maybe not, so. The Archer just going down and getting his hands dry. 28 for 1. A spell from Jofra Archer from the Jimmy Anderson end. Maybe not, so. The Archer just going down and getting his hands dry.
Jimmy Anderson trots off down to fine leg.
Jimmy Anderson end. Maybe not, so. The Archer just going down and getting his hands dry. In 9 and a bit matches.
To fine leg.
Desperate to play that number 4 here. A bit of a spell from Jofra Archer. Those legs pumping, comes steaming in 9 and a bit matches.
To fine leg.
Desperate to play that number 4 here. A bit of a spell from Jofra Archer. Those legs pumping, comes steaming in 9 and a bit matches. Desperate to play that number 4 here. A bit of a spell from Jofra Archer. Those legs pumping, comes steaming in 9 and a bit matches. Desperate to play that number 4 here. A bit of a spell from Jofra Archer. Those legs pumping, comes steaming in 9 and a bit matches. A bit of a spell from Jofra Archer. Those legs pumping, comes steaming in 9 and a bit matches. Bit of in-drift. That's been his shape in this test match. Jofra Archer. Bowled a lot of deliveries have come into the right-hander. Take from Jos Buttler. He's had a difficult game. Mohammad Rizwan, the Pakistan keeper, did really well. His shot, and that's why they've got a sweeper out there. Abid Ali played a couple of nice back foot punches off Anderson before tea, trying to cut off his scoring area.
Shot that you can play with confidence if you've got width. Gets a nice bounce.
Broad's not happy about something, I reckon. Called for the groundsman. And if there's a foothold problem. 29 for 1. Here's Ian Ward.
Just a simple game plan that England might implement against Azhar Ali, who's got off the pair. His head can get a little heavy and he can fall over to the offside. They've had him plenty of times down the years with Azhar Ali just falling over slightly and playing across the line. Anderson on that occasion, Anderson on that occasion as well. But just every now and again he can get his head outside the line of the ball, and that brings an LBW, and that was his first innings dismissal again. See how he's falling across to the offside. And just looking at the lines that England have bowled to him early on, a small sample size I know, but they haven't quite gone as straight as they might. They probably could just tighten their lines up. It's a very simple game plan. In other news, this is your office, Nas, normally. I've got 6 empty coffee cups that you've left behind, and by the way, you've left your glasses.
Some funnies from our short third man there, isn't there? Thank you, Sir Ian.
There's a bit of digging going on. Chamfering. We've just been off the field for 20 minutes.
Have we had a get on with the game from you yet this season?
Well, first ball this morning, though, I just stood about enjoying the grass growing. There's a lad here with a brush and a shovel and a bucket. Thank you very much.
Going back to that wonderful third man from Ian Ward, I agree with what he's saying, spot on, but it is a case of getting the batsman across the stumps. That's what Anderson and Broad have done well over the years. They don't just go for the plan straight away, LBW. Some say maybe they should. What they tend to do is set him up, get him across, cover the off stump, and then the nip backer. They've had a good look in this game. Yasir Shah, Mohammad Abbas, and now Stuart Broad. The umpires just saying, even when Broad was batting a couple of times, the umpire said, you're running down the middle. Obviously, Broad wasn't doing it on purpose. England batting last in this game. No! Oh, no. Yes, no, wait there going on. No! Don't run the skipper out. No! No. Lovely shot, but it'll find Anderson. It won't find Anderson. It will go through Anderson. England have been sloppy throughout this Test match. Drop catches, misfields, singles were taken at will after lunch yesterday. Look a sloppy side in the field at the moment. Could it get him a wicket though? Maybe just nip it back in. No! It's a good position from Abid Ali, but Azhar Ali does fall over, as Ian Ward said. Have a look at how he's been getting out. That just backs up Ian Ward's point. If you compare the two Alis, look at them, how he falls over, the skipper. Look at his eye line, his head falling over the ball. Compare that to the shorter Abid Ali. And look how he doesn't fall over. That is perfect.
One.
32 for 1.
Is this an elephant? Is this a baby? Is this his hair? Is this helping? Is this my recycling? Is this going to continue? Is this climate change? Is this America? Is this Syria? Is this getting worse? Is this change? Is this illegal? Is this injustice? Is this coronavirus? Is this the whole picture? We question everything, so you don't have to. Trust what you see with Sky News. News with no agenda.
You didn't get mixed up there with your
32
Alice,
for 1.
did you?
Lead of 139.
Talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't get
You're
mixed
so
up
far
with
away with social distancing. I can't see you.
it. Thought you got your alleys mixed up.
Abid Ali, Azhar Ali split screen, and you and Ath were naming every Ali that's ever played the game or not played. There was Muhammad Ali came out in the back of the box at one stage. I nearly got confused.
Tin pan. Gasoline.
No! Check you.
Talking of Ali's Bumble, me and Abid Ali have got something in common. You'll never get it. Abid Ali played a couple of seasons for Ilford Cricket Club in the Essex League. My old club at Valentine's Park, Ilford. Essex used to play there a long time ago.
Valentine's Park, dog poo park. Whoa.
Also known as that, yes. It was also where we had to wear a box on the outfield every time. John Lever used to turn up there, and the first thing he used to do going out to bowl was put a box on. The outfield was a little bit ropey.
We played there, Lancashire played there. Dog poo park, I remember it. There were a fella going around with a shovel.
I thought I'd mention it to big up Valentine's Park. It's not quite gone up that way. .33 for 1.
Now then, Jofra Archer had a couple of overs there, and his top speed was 85. I think England need more than that.
get him in early, and that's what Root's done with Bess. Turn and bounce for the Pakistan spinners, albeit wrist spinners. There should be plenty there for Bess. Position that's really gone out of the game. Every spinner used to start with the sweep man on the boundary. It's whether they don't sweep now because of DRS, but if you look at where Broad is and then the umpire, you'd usually have a man in front of that hotel on the sweep. No one there, more at cow corner. Trying to work out how much they play together. Azhar Ali, who's at the non-strikers end, and Dom Bess, both Somerset players. If they played with each other, faced each other in the nets. Bess might have been on loan. He went off to Yorkshire for a while. No.
Finger spin won't be as potent as leg spin. Leg spin at getting bounce and got more in his armoury with a googly and one that goes straight on. Just regular finger spin from Bess.
Yeah, but he may have some footholds. Shaheen Shah Afridi bowled at both ends, and there may just be a bit of rough. Various bowlers have gone round the wicket. Just to the left of screen there, doesn't seem too bad. Looks a bit wide. No Curran, obviously. Bess said he enjoyed playing with Curran for the footholds. Well, that might have landed in one. That's what he's looking for. Flick the glove, rip the glove. There's that bounce, glove onto chest. Pope's very good in there, but no chance on that occasion. Oh, top edge sweep. There's a man out there, straight to him. Gone. That's a really poor shot, just one turned. And I said there was no one on the orthodox sweep. There was a man placed out there perfectly, Wokes.
Shot was on. Previous delivery. Pitched and bounced and spun. Really wants to roll his wrists on that and keep it down. He doesn't. It's a top edge straight to Chris Wokes. Good change of bowling by Joe Root. Brings the off spinner in. He strikes. Abid Ali has gone for 20 and Pakistan are 33 for 2.
Did you hear? Bulb is the biggest green energy company.
Oh, humans might help save the planet after all.
Does this mean we can come out of hiding?
Oh, not this again, Terry.
Yes, this again. What if we only showed ourselves to Bulb customers?
Oh.
Yeah. Hiya! Oh, God, sorry.
Everyone's ambitions are different. You can explore for hundreds of miles, or you could begin a bigger journey. You can make time fly, or you could make it stand still. There's so much more on offer with Mitsubishi. Visit your local dealer or go online.
Well, I mentioned the Somerset contest between Bess and Azhar Ali. There's another one that played for Somerset last summer. Babar Azam ended up top run scorer in the Blast. Very fine player. Crucial now, 2 senior players at the crease. The lead is 140. Let's flick the lid, I think. That was the noise. Has it carried? No, through. That was a tough one. It was very low and it split them.
No ball called. But I think he's played this softly and it's gone down. Does it carry? Probably not.
Quite carried, is it? Well, it was good from. Don't use best. Shane Warne said don't use best as an afterthought. He didn't. And the moment one spun, there was a change of plan from Abid Ali, and he wishes he hadn't. Found Wokes perfectly. Hard to sweep at Old Trafford with the bounce. Always brings top edge into play. That's the one where he falls over to the offside. It's the hardest bit of coaching, actually. Very obvious what his error is. Best coaches won't be telling Azhar Ali you're falling over. He knows that. How do I stop myself falling over? That's the challenge for Younis Khan. .38 for 2. Let's have a look at Hawkeye of that last best over. A couple were just normal deliveries that didn't do a lot, and then towards the end of the over he got one that bounced nicely. Nothing happening, and then all of a sudden, bang, and then he threw it wider. It's a better line for the off spinner. Knew it straight away, the batter. Right, this will be a challenge. The best players are spin around Babar Azam, and Dom Bess has already got an early wicket on a pitch that's turning. Never easy, whoever you are, to start against spin. These Pakistan players will be used to it.
He might to the umpire as well and still ball that line outside off stump.
Keep the plane spin, fully forward or fully back. Don't get caught in that in-between length. You can see already Father Azam fully forward, smothering it. And fully back. Off the mark, we'll keep the strike. 39 for 2, the lead is 146.
Oh, look at her. Man's best friend. A run in the park and plenty of grub is all she asks. Until she gets poorly. Last year, the average insurance claim for vet's bills was over £790. So, another good friend might come in handy. Go Compare!
Co-op is on Deliveroo. Get your everyday essentials delivered from your local store straight to your door in as little as 30 minutes. Deliveroo, here to deliver.
Just saw the fourth umpire, Steve O'Shaughnessy rather, with a box of balls. Just maybe taking them out for the umpire to have a look at the ball that the England players have been constantly showing him. Fast bowlers, of course, have been the ones complaining about the ball. Sean is just making sure all the balls are fine. They can pass through that ring. Oh, that's a bit of a squeeze, Shawnee. That one won't make it.
Now we can now.
He forgot which one he had used. No run there. No rain today, so can get some rest. Groundsmen all taking a bit of a break. Every run saved is very important.
Runs this time. Gets a couple. 2 runs off the over. 41 for 2. A new man is in the third man's chair. Wardy, what have you got for us?
Well, I'd like to pick Shane Warne's brains, if I may, about Dom Bess. Dom Bess has worked exceptionally hard on his release positions of the ball. Now, if you look at this in his first test against Pakistan, he's almost asking the cricket ball to leap sideways because the seam is canted towards point as he bowls to the left-hander. So there's no real overspin. Now, he's done some work with Ragana Harath, and in this innings you can see now he is trying to get the ball to get a little bit more like Nathan Lyon with a little bit more overspin, and that one certainly bounced. He's also, I think, as you were talking about, Shane, just trying to bowl it a little bit wider in this second innings. That overspin would surely help him bowl that more attacking line, wouldn't it, Shane?
Yeah, it would. And I think you need a mix of spin. You can't just bowl one particular way. You need to sum up the conditions of the pitch. And in this sort of pitch that we're seeing here in Manchester, with so much turn and bounce, your stock ball, which is probably 4 deliveries every over, should be that overspin, and then your variation of the other couple can be the underspin. As we saw that first one that might slide on, not bounce as much, so you can set them up for that overspinning one that then bounces and they start to play with low hands. Bowled, so there's no particular style that you should bowl all the time, because you have to sum up the conditions. But most of the time you want that we saw, the one you showed last, Wardy, there, with the ball, where the seam is nearly going over the top, so there's more overspin on the ball. You think of top spin in tennis. When you bowl that, that gets the ball to dip and curve and do all the nice things, and especially it gets the bounce. It'll be interesting to see if he changes when the next test match is at the Ageas Bowl. See, that's nice. It's coming out of his hand nice. It's just dragged down a little bit. But you have to change with different venues. It might be worth it. He has to go 4 side spinning deliveries at the Ageas Bowl and then 2 over the top for his over. You don't bowl the same ball for each pitch. That was my biggest criticism of Monty Panesar. A lot of people said, oh, he's played 40 games now. I said, no, he hasn't. He's played one game 40 times. He didn't learn. He bowled the same ball in just about all conditions. Can't do that.
Well, he got away with a full toss. 42 for 2.
You can get away with a few of those deliveries, Mikey, when you're bowling well, because the batsman's looking to survive. If you're not bowling well, you don't get away with those ones. It's pretty good, Dom Bess.
Well, once again, Pakistan have lost 2 early wickets. They did the same in the first innings, rescued by Shan Masood. He's one of the 2 back in the pavilion now, though. Someone else will have to do his job. Babar Azam got a good half century in the first. He'll be hoping to repeat.
No!
There are moments in test matches where you've got to try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Right now, Pakistan's lead. 2 down. They've got the mainstay. He's already been knocked over. Got a big 100 in the first innings. Shan Masood, a big 100. He's out. These are the 2 experienced players. There's a bit of an opportunity after this for England.
Captain failed in the first innings. Azhar Ali, he'll be looking to put that right.
Yeah, that he will, Mikey. And I just think about players that I played with, someone like a Merv Hughes, was really good on flat surfaces when there was the game was sort of in the balance, or you needed to take something, you needed to make something happen. He was the go-to man. I reckon that's what England are really missing from a Ben Stokes type person. He's the sort of guy that you could have the ball in your hand now. He'd make something happen. Grab the game by the scruff of the neck. I think back to Andrew Flintoff, those type of guys that you could throw the ball to. And they just seem to make something happen. This is a time now where Archer's could be the man. Can he get that bowl, that spell that we saw, that we've seen glimpses of last year in the Ashes with the Lords, that spell, that nasty spell to Steve Smith. The conditions are suiting. It's fast, it's bouncy. Can he produce something for his team now? This is what Joe Root wants from him. Dom Bess is bowling well at one end, so he's going to tie that end up and they can rotate the quick. So you're not going to bowl long spells. This is where we need Archer just to steam in. If you're an England fan, say, give us a real nasty spell, get us a couple of wickets, make it uncomfortable. And that sends a message to the incoming batsmen too, to think, oh, Archer's steaming in here, and spin at one end, it's hard to score.
No, wait, no.
Darren Gough was another guy I can think of for England that sort of had that opportunity, that he dragged the rest of the team with him. Made something happen, dragged the rest of the team with him. West Indians, you guys had plenty of them too, Mikey. Spoilt for choice.
If I wanted to be boastful, Warnie, I would say, well, we never got ourselves into the problems of needing something to happen. Oh, that's a good short ball. Almost went back onto his stumps. That's how this man is dangerous.
That pace was up too, 88 mile an hour. So maybe Archer's just sensing the moment now too. 2 for 20 to the score. And work out who's in front of the game. If you did that right now, that means Pakistan will be 4 down for 170 ahead. So we've got a really good contest.
.46 for 2. Have a look again at this Azhar Ali. He's going down. He's not looking at the ball, but I think he knows that the ball is going to be too high. But look at where he's going to look now when his hand goes down. He's trying to make sure that he doesn't touch those stumps. He knows if he brushes the bails, that's it for him.
Ended up in an interesting position. I think I might have snapped in half if we end up like that, Mikey.
I always believe that it doesn't matter how you get out of the way. Once you get out of the way. Change in bowling. Chris Woakes comes back into the attack.
This is a strange change, Mikey. Bess was bowling well. Maybe the switching ends. I don't know why Joe Root would take off Bess. He looked the most threatening out of all the bowlers. Taking a wicket in his first couple of overs. His turn and bounce, and now he's going back to Woakes. Maybe he's going to switch ends. Well, Archer's bowled a few overs, but you would sense that Bess was into a groove, and if Woakes, he wanted to make a change and give Archer a rest, then Woakes should have just come down after Archer. Why would you change Bess? He looked the most threatening. 3 overs, one made 1 for 2. Why would you upset Bess's rhythm? I would have kept him going, and even if Chris Woakes wanted this end, sorry mate, Bess is our man up this end, you have to bowl from the other end. Can't just take Bess off and bowl Wokes here. Strange decision.
Yeah.
Just a push. That's all it was, but well placed. Years ago, Warnie, a batsman did that. Mid-off would be running in to field it. But with these bats these days, you have to chase. Again, they're complaining about the ball. They tried one Richard, didn't work. Now they're trying the other Richard. Both Richards now say continue. Keckleborough first and now Illingworth. That just shows you how important it is to bowl the right line. As you can see, the shine was on the inside there. That ball was meant to go away from the right-hander. It came back in slightly. If you bowl the right line, it doesn't really matter a great deal which way it moves. Good call. No single there. They got him this time. He won't keep on dropping catches.
Good catch from Stokes, and the change of bowling's worked. Chris Wokes is on. Good catch. That went low, went quite fast at Ben Stokes too, and he moved well to it. Good bit of bounce from Wokes. I tell you what, we've got a game on here. Pakistan 155 ahead. Babar Azam's gone for 5 and Pakistan are 48 for 3.
Whoa!
No way!
Welcome to Cathay Island, Cathay.
In Friday's Euro Millions, there's 10 UK millionaires guaranteed. That's dream come true money.